that empowers you to assemble your dream team, mastermind trades with fellow coaches, fine-tune your depth chart, and orchestrate winning playbooks and strategies. Immerse yourself in the realm of pre-game strategizing, meticulously training your players and plotting against your upcoming adversaries. Then, witness the exhilarating games come to life through a heavily modded AI simulation, using Madden 24's next-gen technology streamed live every week. As the week's games conclude, catch the thrilling highlights clipped by devoted fans during our live broadcasts on the renowned BROCFML Sports Show. Embrace the excitement and join us today at BROCFML.com.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the Monarchs of Paris. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they have...
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return, and he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Now Pickett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey running up the middle. Gets by him at the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. McCaffrey on the toss right. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Pickett's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
It's Myers again with another catch. Oh, what a juke into space. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Off play action. Pickett. He'll get this one to Patrick. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Again, McCaffrey. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. A very early decision to be made here.
There is, and I think that because they're the home team, I would ride that wave a little bit, and I would gamble and go for it. Doesn't seem like it's optimal, but you're the home team. You'll get the support of the crowd all game long. Go get it right now. Put 6 on the board.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Pickett. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 55 yards. And the Monarchs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Pickett able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Faking the give, now Watson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Going to need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit, and once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Into the hands of Patrick left side. He's got room to roam. And touchdown! Tim Patrick, 36 yards. And the Dragons have retaken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they'll tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Again, that's Hurst. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. You see Tim Patrick as he and the rest of this offense get set for the upcoming series. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Watson. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. Calling a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. On 1st down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Slot man moves right. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This a 31-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will knot us up at 10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around. And
he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Pickett. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Etor Gross Matos there to bring him down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 8 coming up. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett now from the gun here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. But now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw is Watson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Watson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
A 52-yard attempt.
Curry knocks this one through the post, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium. Houston on the road, taking on Baltimore. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Jamison Williams, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jaguars looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. But we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Watson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Still going. He may go. Touchdown. Alberto created on. 68 yards. And the Monarchs come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. To the air on first down with Pickett. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Pickett. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Pickett. His throw incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a throw here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Able to slither by. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Watson looks to throw again. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he has thrown the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So Dennis Allen successful on that challenge. A good decision to throw the flag. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. You see Tim Patrick as he and the rest of this offense get set for the upcoming series. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
Pickett sets up play action. That's caught by Myers. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 63 yards. And the Dragons get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And That's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. From the 50, it's Watson. This is caught by Robinson. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 57-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the lead will hold at 10. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Pickett back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Looking to throw, Pickett. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
McCaffrey running up the middle, gets past one man. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Back to throw, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now a carry for Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 34. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Patrick Surtain, the all-pro corner, up to make the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This offense so far on third down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Watson on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Watson. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Monarchs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pettis now on the return. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's got a man complete. He may go. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 69 yards. And the Dragons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Is give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Same target, it's Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Incomplete. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Watson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Open man is Myers. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Pickett will look to throw it here. Into the hands of Patrick left side. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete here to Waller. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they take a knee.
2nd and 11.
Now a give to Jacobs running right, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
He's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Sterling Hofferter in formation.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the home team here, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.